will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half. 10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Back on the field come the New York Jets for their second drive.
Their own 24-yard line.
Second half starts with a run by Hall. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Getting to him for the loss there. That's Kalijah Cansey.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. To throw is Fields. In trouble, and he's taken down. That's Kalijah Cansey in to get him down. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, with talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get him going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
A tough spot here, 3rd and 15. Back to throw, Fields. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can now afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
Here's the Jets punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Will McDonald there on the tackle. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
They'll stay on the ground with Irving. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 68 yards. And the Buccaneers have got it back to within a score. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch, take it to the house. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 and 10-7. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The offense for the Jets ready to take over. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Throw left side complete. That's Beck. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down.
I know that play went for no yardage, all right, but I like the attempt because the fullback position, whether it's a fullback, a tight end, an H-back, whoever you want in that spot, not known as a primary pass catcher, so sometimes the element of surprise works in your favor, but on that play, give credit to the defensive guys.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Now Fields. Dancing to his left. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
He didn't like what he saw downfield, decided his best course of action was to take off and run. And that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. The Buccaneers offense and Baker Mayfield set to take over once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. They'll start on the ground with Irving. And he sidestepped the one man, but reinforcements come to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A good action to this point in the third quarter, just a 3-point game, 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. 3rd and 7 now.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up 4th down. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Fielded just inside the 30. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Jets will take over. And New York set to take the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Now Hall to start the drive. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Here's Fields, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
The Jets on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11.
Here's Fields.
And they finally get to him as he's taken down.
Yaya Diaby, he's the one who got in there. He gets the sack.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Here's the Jets punter now as he's on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Now Mayfield.
He's got his receiver. That's Ibuka.
They'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete.
And Godwin going to have the Bucs 1st down as the tackle made up at the 27.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Mayfield down.
Looking middle, and he's got Ibuka.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
A big play here. 3rd and 2.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
They'll look to throw again.
That's complete to Otten.
They picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Here's Baker.
Evans has it left side.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understand where they are in the field?
Now Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so, but it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
They'll come to the line now on a 3rd and 6. Mayfield. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
What is this? What a waste of time.
Too far for a field goal. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And that is dropped. Oh, my goodness. That could have been a game changer, but he could not hang on.
He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Breece Hall.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
On for the extra point is Folk. It's good to make it 17-7. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So Mayfield and the Bucs
Down by 10, 43 seconds to go. Their offense has struggled all night, and now they need to find 2 scores late to try to pull this thing out.
Mayfield to throw.
He completes it to Evans. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
Brings up 2nd down at the 30-yard line.
Come on, guys, you got this. Let's win. Take it to him.
Here comes 2nd down. Mayfield. Pass complete to Shepard.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Get it together. Tough, boys. Stay tough. Good game, boys.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Mayfield to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Here's Mayfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through, and they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we bid you good night from Tampa.